I have a right to challenge that injection. I have a right to challenge the injection also. I have a right to challenge this medication that was given to me on July 4th. There, see the date? July 4th. By Shoppers Drug Mart in Vancouver. Right? BC. So, on this one, it's got refills too. On this one, this is psychiatric medication, and I sincerely think that they've misdiagnosed me. I don't believe I'm schizophrenic at all. I think I'm multiple personality disorder, and I tried to tell this to the doctor, and he had me forcibly injected, like forcibly medicated, after 8.5 years of no medication. So suddenly, after 8.5 years of no medication, I need help. So I walk to the Vancouver General Hospital, and I am hiding from this guy named Paul Banas, who's using 2 police officers to extort money from me. And I don't know what else to do. I can't go to the police, and the hotel director is clearly after me. So it's the Sandman Hotel at 180 West Georgia Street, and his last name is Banis. I walked to the Vancouver General Hospital on the 26th of June. I was admitted early in the morning on the 27th. I was admitted as a voluntary psychiatric patient for whatever reason, because I guess I was afraid for my life. So then on the 4th of July, I need evidently forced medication, although I'm being a nice guy and I'm not causing ruckus, nothing like that. And then after they forcibly medicate me, then they tell me that I have a right to challenge both the diagnosis and the need of medication. So, I tell the kind doctor, and he goes by Dr. N, his actual name here. Okay? Neela Kant. I tell the kind doctor that you've given me a pamphlet that says that I have the right to challenge your medication, at the very least. And he says, oh, did you say you want to go back to Ontario? And I said, well, if you're going to send me back to Ontario, you got to use Mental Health Act 42, which says that an involuntary patient can do inter-province transfers, specifically in order to challenge the right of either the injection or the diagnosis. So he says, oh, no, there's another way to do that. And then he gives me back all my belongings, declares me voluntary status, says that he'll pay a taxi, and then he books me a flight, the 9:55 Air Canada flight, 186 to Toronto on the 4th of July. I'm seat 36F, and then I need to be escorted off of the airplane by 3 police officers because the stewardess is having a fit with me, and so are the passengers. They've had to move at least 7 or 8 passengers out of my way, or out of the way of shouting that ensued after the stewardess was nagging me. So I get escorted off the plane, and then the 3 police officers tell me that I did nothing wrong, I can have a good day. Now that morning, I woke up as an involuntary psychiatric patient. That night, I'm literally sitting on the curb outside the Toronto Pearson Airport with nowhere to go. A psychiatrist is not actually allowed to discharge somebody to nowhere. You have to have some sort of address or housing or something. I had nothing. So I have some issues with the psychiatrist. For one, he actually legally committed what's called fraud. He also committed this thing called malpractice because you're not supposed to actually stop me from being able to use the law to make sure that my diagnosis is correct or that my medication is correct. So good job on that one, Dr. Neela Kant. So this video is for him, and I'm about to go to Soldiers Memorial Hospital to check myself in as a psychiatric patient yet again because I need to find out how to challenge this. And the lawyers are not telling me, and the police are not telling me. Everybody tells me it's not their problem because it happened in BC. So, if it's not their problem because it happened in BC, well, how about just fly me out to BC then? I mean, is it that ridiculous? Is this really that ridiculous?